One thing that people might not know is that when they invest in the HSBC Islamic funds, the Sharia compliant ones, some of that money that they would have received if they weren't investing in an Islamic fund is actually being taken and given to charity.
Correct.
Why does that happen and how does it work?
It's actually one of the things we pride ourselves on, the fact that we have what's known as a dividend purification process in place across our entire Sharia franchise. And to speak in terms of principles and from a philosophical standpoint, our viewpoint at least is that a fund isn't completely Sharia compliant unless it has been purified. And let me explain what I mean by purification. So if you take, for example, one of our global exposures, let's say our MSCI World Islamic ETF, that ETF is investing in companies which have not necessarily been built with Sharia compliance in mind. They may have business models which derive revenue from non-permissible sources, but they may sit below the threshold, which means that they are removed or that they are deemed to be Sharia non-compliant, meaning by that they may have some small proportion of their overall revenue coming from non-permissible sources. So what we try to do to offset the bad from that, because theoretically the fund is benefiting from that, right? We apply a charitable offset. So what we do is we work out on a company-by-company basis the proportion of revenue which comes from non-permissible sources, look at that within the context of the entire revenue profile of that particular company. And we use that ratio, if you like, as a guide to tell us how much of the dividend income that this company is going to pay into the fund over the course of the year, we should ring fence and pay away to charity. So that's what we do. We try to offset some of the bad with some good through the dividend purification process.
No, to be honest, it is a very, very handy service for an investor. So if the fund provider does it for you, obviously a huge headache has been removed.